Not enough housing to go around, Mr Speaker. And the 4,000 people...
Time's expired.
Mr Speaker.
Mike Sabin.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker. I'm also pleased to take a call on this. There's a fairly good example, albeit a very short one, of the approach of the Labor Party, who seem to think that they're the only ones who can be determinative of a person's situation in life. And for so long, sir, in terms of the housing stock, we've seen people who have become beholden to the state and haven't had the ability and haven't had the framework and the legislative impetus to have aspiration and to have the freedoms that we want everyone to be able to have, sir. And no one in this House would argue that having a house that is fit for purpose and having people assessed on a needs basis isn't anything other than reasonable. I mean, we're talking about a Labor Party who sat back there and did nothing about the housing stock for 9 years, while this government is actually doing something about housing stock, is actually doing something about the challenges that we are confronted with in some of the centres in terms of housing, and we're bothering to insulate the houses and make them a happy and warm environment. So the Labor Party can wax lyrical, wring their hands over their Chardonnay, sir, but ultimately this is about a government, a minister, that is actually committed to ensuring that the housing stock grows, that the flexibility... Well, that's the Labor Party approach, Mr Clark. That's the Labor Party approach. The things is, what we'll do is we'll sit here over in opposition and do nothing more than throw stones at the people, throw rocks within the glasshouse because those other people over there are actually doing something, which is pretty reflective when one looks at the polls. Doesn't matter how many Labor leaders they change in and out, sir, they're getting nowhere with that. And that member there, who seems to come up with the greatest one-liners in 50 years and nothing more, should actually take a little bit of time to consider exactly what their party is doing and what they aspire to, because not much. So this bill is about providing the right mechanisms for the housing stock and ensuring that the community and relevant organisations can participate in providing the right sort of support for those who need it. Simple as that.
5-minute call, Honourable Marion Street.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker. I will...